Hi guys, Ben here from 100mman. We have 15 days, 20 hours till Ironman. 15 days. Yesterday in my video, the second part of the video in the evening, I said 17 days. It wasn't. It was 16 days, and today is 15 days. Just to clear up that small clerical error there. Body is still aching. I'm just on my way now to go and do a swim. I had my 2 bowls of porridge this morning, a banana, a very thick dark coffee. Surprisingly, today it's my left shoulder that is aching. It's the first real couple of days that I've had where my body is aching. Apart from that, the only kind of twinges that I've had has been in my right shoulder. My training's been very progressive, as you know. I've looked after myself a lot. I've rested quite a bit, more so than I would usually. I think just because of the last couple of days I've had a couple of other physical activities that I've had to do. It's been pretty hectic. The body has gone through 2 changes. Firstly, it's not had the time to recover properly, and 2, it's engaging some of the muscles that have remained dormant for the last few weeks, last 70 odd days really. I've just submitted this morning my application for the London Marathon ballot. It's the cut-off tomorrow, so just done that today. I was reminded by Chris Evans on Radio 2, and so I've just done that. So that'll be good if I get to get a place on that next year. I know it's a very, very sought after event, so it is pretty much a ballot and a luck of the draw. A friend of mine, David Risebrow, is going to compete in Spain. He's on his plane right now, going to do the race, so all the very best to him and everybody else competed in that race. It's going to be hot, which is lovely. Things have been a bit quiet for the last week because, as I said, I've been catching up on working on some projects. I've had to help out, move some bits and pieces, get my hands dirty with some physical work, which is always fun when you have a desk job. It's nice to have a bit of variety. I think that's really key for any athlete that is going long term. So if they're thinking about following on from an event, if it's not just like a one-time event, effectively like I've done, although I'll be doing more events afterwards, although this is my first. If someone's going into it with a goal or the aspirations to do it over a career, a lifetime, I think it's important to add an element of variety in there before it becomes boring. When we look at any kind of sport and activity, we can only really refer to it as a relationship, and that's what a lot of people that I coach and speak to don't actually really understand. Everything that we're doing with that world out there, the communication I'm having with you, is a relationship. And like all good quality long-term lasting and loving relationships, there needs to be an element of spice. There needs to be an element of variety, which in turn brings that excitement and that element of self that really fuels the adrenaline and the need to go and do. Because ultimately the only reason we're doing a lot of things is through needing to go and do, needing to have, the need to go and experience something. It's the same as it could be compared to an addict of something. There is a need there. They reach a certain point of the day and there becomes a need to do it. I think any endurance sport, or people that enjoy it where they've not become disassociated from the profession of it, those people will fully understand. And for me, it's been like this. The more I've got involved in it, I find that it reaches a certain time of the day and I feel the need to go and connect with nature. Appreciate that sometimes it's not always convenient, and then you feel an element of alteration to the emotional stability of self. And that's what I find really intriguing, is that we all have the ability to go and become addicted, to have that personality type that needs constant attention, stimulation, effectively the inner child. Some people make the choice and then get caught in the negative aspect, which is the substance abuse, which is the recognition, the elements that won't positively enhance and support a healthy and long-lasting lifestyle. And then you get those that perhaps have been in that state for a while, that have neglected self, neglected their inner world through poor food choices, through self-abuse, through whatever, and then they have that aha moment, flip that way of thinking, and then suddenly alter that state and go and do something at the other end of the spectrum. What I find is that really comes down to a bit of life valuation. Coached a person over the last 6 months, not working with them anymore. We had a specific goal that we wanted to achieve, and we got there. It wasn't easy, we got there in the end. And she'd neglected aspects of her life that once were important, she took for granted, and she kind of forgot the wealth, forgot the value in having that. She become complacent with that, and slowly the input she put in lessened. That relationship broke down and became stagnant until the point where it was almost non-existent. Then there was a bit of a shock that went on in her life, and she regained that value over that aspect of her life. She had a good, serious conversation with herself about what was important. And I think that self-value, that self-valuation, that self-critique, which I've mentioned before, actually decided to change a lot within her life, to the point where she took some radical changes, and as a result now is in a state where she is self-diagnosing all of her thoughts and processes. And ultimately, that's where I want to get to with everybody, you know. In Britain, we look at coaching as something negative. We look at coaching as something that, no offence to America, only the Americans do. I think it's an incredibly naive way of looking at things. I don't know whether it's through society's compression of looking to box people into certain categories. The British stiff upper lip of not identifying faults or thinking they do not have any. But I can say one thing for certain: nearly all of the happiest people I know have some form of continued therapy. Someone outside of their social circle that they can talk to. And when I mean therapy, I mean coaching. When I mean coaching, I mean someone that can listen and bounce ideas back off. And it doesn't matter whether it's in business, whether it's in life, whether it's in performance enhancement, whether it's in relationship coaching, whatever. When people can enter that space, they're opening themselves up to the ability to change. And that's a very, very productive place to be in. I'm not talking about the type of therapy where you're sitting in a white room hugging cushions. That's not how I work. It works for some people, it doesn't work for me. I find those kind of environments are restrictive to those environments. People tend to enter them, change while they're there in the comfort of those beautiful white surroundings with stunning pot plants, very smartly dressed therapists with incredibly expensive goggles, glasses. The second they enter the real world, in the hustle and bustle around others, in the dirt and grime of the cities, there's an element of relapse. And it's ultimately allowing people to enter that full sense of security, that place where everything is safe, everything is secure, everything offers that place to be comfortable, that place to be able to release. But we need to release in the real world, and I think that is why my practice, perhaps my therapies actually work relatively well. You got a fear of heights? I'm going to take you to the highest building in your city. You're scared of people? We're going to go to a concert. You don't necessarily have to like heights. It's a natural response in the body. It's identifying that it's nothing to be fearful of in a way that's going to restrict your life. I guess it's the same with sport. One thing, you know, I study language, and language is very important to me in the way that I listen to others. One thing that that's excited me in a kind of weird way over the last 70, 80, 90 days is how people perceive long endurance events. The immediate response or the immediate thought process is, are you worried? It's straight away, it's a negative thing. Well, why would I be worried about it? I'm doing the best I can. I'm going to turn up on the day on time with the right equipment, with the right mindset, prepared beautifully, with the right amount of sleep, feeding my body. I'm going to go through a number of stages and make sure that I'm in a good place. And then all I've got to do is swim within an allotted time, ride within an allotted time, and run within an allotted time. If I don't meet any of those times, or injured or something that doesn't allow me to continue, Why would I support any pre-energy? Why would I support anything in an energetic term that's going to support that happening? Am I excited? Damn right. Am I looking forward to riding through the lava fields of Lanzarote, climbing, seeing each of the highest peaks in Lanzarote from a bike, doing something that not many people get to do every single year? Absolutely. Have I really enjoyed each and every single one of my training sessions? Pretty much. Do I doubt my ability to finish? No. Now you could say there's an element of arrogance there, but it's not. It's self-belief in self. Do I want to win it? No. Do I want to place in the top of my age group? I looked yesterday because I had my number 762. Keep an eye out for that. 762. Do I want to finish in the top 10% of my age group? And there's about 300 people in my age group. It seems probably one of the largest categories. No. Do I want to finish? Yes. Am I bothered whether the 75-year-old male from Spain, which I think is the oldest chap doing it, or is he American? I think he might be American. Am I bothered if he passes me? No, I'm not. And I think as soon as you go through that question answering process and you remove the limitations or the restrictions that everybody else seems to be more focused on, then the enjoyment levels, the excitement levels just go to a whole new level. Am I excited about getting on the plane? Absolutely. Anyway, that's it for me from now. Thanks for tuning in. I will catch up with you after the swim. For now, peace out. Hi guys, so that's me done for today. Swim. As you can see, it's stunning outside. It'd be really good to get out on the bike, but I don't want to risk really adding any more sessions to what I've planned already. So I'm going to crack on with some work today. That's a 2,000 metre swim done. Really comfortable and incredibly slow pace. As I said this morning, it was just shoulders were starting to ache, so rather than pushing anything too much, I just kind of settled into it and yeah, found a place where I felt comfortable without I was going to add any injury or really stress the muscles any more so than they are already. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe using the link below, and I will catch up with you first thing tomorrow. For now, peace out, be safe.